Trading in 2025 has been interesting to say the least.
Now, gentlemen, we're not gonna sit here and pretend it's not a big-ass elephant in the room.
What the fuck is going on?
This is what the fuck is going on. Oh shit!
Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier, Nadal versus Federer, Messi versus Ronaldo. The world loves a heavyweight rivalry. Now in 2025, a new battle of the Titans has taken the spotlight. Coming from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 180 pounds is Mr. Money Printer Goldberg, Papa Powell, and his opponent, coming out of Queens, New York, weighing in at 240 pounds, it is the Orange Man, Rate Cut Rambo, Donald Trump. Bro, just get to the point. What does this have to do with trading? I know, just Forex fundies, fun and fundamentals, just okay. Anywho, at the end of Module 1, we talked about the Federal Reserve being the central bank of the United States. It controls the monetary policy. Now in theory, the Fed is independent. It does not care about who's in charge. It doesn't take orders from the White House. It doesn't take orders from Congress. It doesn't matter because it is independent. And like we've mentioned before, it has a dual mandate: price stability and maximum employment. Think of it like your dad being CEO of a company. Nobody tells him what to do. He calls all the shots.
I do renounce them.
But now imagine some loud neighbor, aka the president, yelling over the fence and telling him how to run things. That's what 2025 felt like. You see, as inflation has started cooling, rate cuts were possible, but then the tariff chaos kicked in, with countries going ban for ban.
We could go ban for ban. Fuck that, we can go in for...
Reigniting inflation fears. The Fed, under Powell, decided to stay cautious, no quick cuts. And this did not sit well with Trump. Soon, a pressure campaign started. Trump began to call out Powell publicly.
Because of one numbskull that sits here, I don't see enough reason to cut the rates now.
Saying that Powell does not know what he's doing, he's killing the economy, fire Powell. Markets went wild. Traders started asking, can the president actually fire the Fed chair? Is the Fed truly independent? And what happens if Powell is replaced mid-crisis? And that's the thing, technically the president can't fire the Fed outright. The law gives the Fed independence. The chair can only be removed for cause, which would be misconduct, not disagreement. But markets, they don't like uncertainty. And just the threat of uncertainty caused US dollar volatility. Every time Trump tweeted or hinted about Powell, the dollar dipped and risk currencies like AUD, NZD, Euro, GBP launched like it was 2021 GameStop. Because uncertainty is bad for the reserve currency, and foreign investors hate when policy looks politicized.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
If the Fed bends to the pressure, it means that monetary policy could swing wildly every election cycle. And that right there is a nightmare for global confidence. The Fed's independence is the backbone of global trust. But when politics collides with policy, credibility wobbles. And that's why Powell versus Trump became one of the most watched rivalries in financial history. Not because of personality, but because it showed how fragile the market can be when leadership itself is questioned. So, can your CEO dad be fired by a neighbor?
Hi there, neighbor.
Not really. But if that neighbor's shouting out loud enough, investors might start wondering who's really running the show. And that's why even the threat of Powell's removal sent shockwaves through the markets. Because confidence, once shaken, spreads faster than inflation itself. Thank you all for watching this video on the Orange Man versus Money Printer Goldberg. Next up, we're going to explore China's influence on the markets and why every move sends shockwaves through AUD, NZD, and global growth.